Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Today I want to chat with you guys some things that were cheap, that were not worth the money. Let's get right into it. And one of these was a recent purchase. Luckily I could return it though. The first one, because I used to make this mistake all the time, are cheap flip-flops that gave no arch support at all. As you guys can tell, I'm a biggin and my feet are big enough to stomp out fires. I have no business wearing cheap flip-flops because, like I said, they were not comfortable. Number two, a mattress and futon, which I know I may have mentioned this before, but I don't think I told you the story behind it. I actually purchased this through a friend of mine, and it's a friend of a friend, and this is years ago, and this is before we had my daughter. The mattress and the futon that we bought, we were told we were getting this great deal and only he could get this rock bottom deal, and we actually believed him, and we thought, oh, we were getting this great price. We found out the price really wasn't that great, number one. Number two, it was the bottom of the barrel, the worst. I mean, it acted like we were getting good quality. Very poor quality. The mattress sunk like this, and the futon, and you didn't really notice it in the store, but once you started sleeping on it, it started having lumps, and it was very uncomfortable. So next time, at least for this girl over here, I'm doing my research, especially when buying a bed and something you're going to sleep on. I'm going to take the time to research and buy a better quality one. So a futon and a mattress, cheap ones. Number three, and I'm going to say this, inexpensive, cheap, poor quality food. I've purchased things before, like, meat, for example, meat that's really low grade meat that just ended up being like total grease. That would be an example. Or just food that, not saying there's anything wrong with buying generic, but just really inexpensive, cheap quality food that didn't taste good and no one ended up eating it. Okay, number four, jewelry. I don't wear a lot of jewelry. Many of you may notice I don't even have a wedding ring on. That's because they had to cut it off during the accident, so I still need to get that repaired. But I generally don't wear jewelry, but a lot of the jewelry I was buying was cheap, and it would end up falling apart, and it would end up being uncomfortable. So inexpensive jewelry, that was something that I wasted actually a lot of money on. Number five, this one's from my dad, and I just had to share it. A car. I have to tell you, the worst car my dad ever purchased was, and it was in the late 70s, it was a Fiat. And my dad is close to 6'2". He may be a little shorter now. And let me just tell you, he paid cash for this car. And we grew up in the Twin Cities, so it's extremely cold there. The heater barely worked in there. He wanted it for gas mileage. And I'm going to tell you, he barely fit in there because he's so tall. My mother hated riding in there, but it was loud. It was just, I'm just going to tell you, I don't think we kept that car very long. So a really cheap car. I will mention that. Okay, number six, not all Dollar Tree, but dollar items that are made of plastic. Example, toys, because they don't last. Number seven, refurbished appliances. I'm not saying you can't get a good one, but from my experience, we purchased one when we were in this apartment before we had our daughter, and we bought a washing machine. It was refurbished. And it was, yes, it was less than a new one, but not that much less. And we ended up having it like a year and a half. So I would not do that again. And it also didn't offer a warranty. Number eight, cheap electronics. Have any of you owned an e-machine? Let me just say that. I recently bought a microphone that went with my cell phone. It wasn't very expensive, and it wasn't compatible and didn't work. Luckily, I got it. It's not Amazon's fault. I got it from Amazon. Amazon has excellent customer service, and returning things to them is very easy. So I went and took it to the UPS store. They scanned my code. It was super easy to return. Also, cheap clothes that pill. Now when I buy clothes, I'm buying things I like. I love this shirt. It's super comfortable. It is Lane Bryant. Yes, I got it on sale. I will just tell you this though, guys. If I decide to eat something like spaghetti or barbecue, I will not be wearing this shirt. So I will only wear it if I'm not eating something messy because I don't want to spill on it. But these are just some of the cheap things. I'm sure that there's more. I know I seem to be on this topic a lot lately, but I've been doing a lot of recessing about and really reevaluating how am I spending my money in all areas of my life so that I can get the best value and use everything we have and waste less of everything. That's what it's all about. And living a financially frugal and fun and abundant life. That's all I have to say for now. Let me know some items that you sure wish you wouldn't have spent money on. I want to hear your confession in the comments below. That's all for now. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye.